fall salad recipe I think you're really going to enjoy. Lindsay Brooks from Runaway Spoon is here, and I think salads can get so boring,
They
Lindsay.
can, and you know, when fall hits, you normally want something warm. You don't really want that fresh salad anymore. So let's change it up. Let's do some poached pears.
I love it. We're going to combine the salad greens with some pear and make a lovely vinaigrette. So very, very easy. This would be perfect for a dinner night or a special date night, or just if you want to treat yourself to an extra special salad. I was thinking maybe a little grilled chicken on top of this.
I was just going to say you can make it into an entree and have some grilled chicken on it
or
too.
even pork tenderloin sliced with it would be fantastic. So
yep.
let's start with the poaching liquid.
Yeah, so poached pears, you can do it in red wine or white wine. I like it in white wine for this particular application. And it's 1 cup white wine, 1 cup water, and a quarter of a cup sugar.
Okay.
And then I add my spices to it. So I've got a little bit of orange, a little bit of lemon, vanilla, and star anise in here.
Really?
Something a little bit different, a little spicy to kind of go with the balsamic dressing that we're going to be making too.
And you've got a little peel of orange in here, a little peel of lemon, like just a little slice of it, and then your spices. And then you peeled 2 pears.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have to peel the pears?
I would prefer to, because if you don't, the skin kind of breaks off anyway, and it doesn't look as nice.
Okay.
So,
and then we bring the liquid to a boil, or do you put the pears in here first and bring it to a boil?
Put the pears in, put a lid on, bring it to a simmer.
Okay,
and they simmer about 20 minutes or so.
20 minutes.
So they're soft. You know, just stick a fork into them.
Okay. Sure. All right. So nice and soft. So then we let them cool.
Yep. Then I just let them cool in the syrup. Put them in the fridge overnight or for a couple days, depending on what your schedule might be like.
That's my question. So this looks like a really elegant dinner party type salad, which I love to have dinner parties in the fall because things finally calm down and you can put a fire in the fireplace, light some candles. It's really a great season to entertain as opposed to the holidays, which is like we're all booked. Usually, you get booked out. So how many days before could you poach these pears?
As long as they're submerged in the poaching liquid, you're looking at least a week. If they're sticking out of the liquid a little bit, I sometimes transfer them to a container that has a lid on them. But if they're sticking out of the liquid, then you're looking at 3 or 4 days.
Perfect.
So
okay,
it's really something you can get done on Wednesday, and enjoy all weekend long if you want to, if you're going to have it for a couple nights.
And I love just even doing that for yourself. Poach a few for yourself, and you've got them for salads for the week. Lovely idea. Okay, so pears are done. They're nice and cool. Now we're going
to let them chill, and now we're going to work with them.
Okay.
So just pull them on.
If you did red wine too, does it color the pear? I'm assuming.
It does. Okay. It makes them kind of that reddish burgundy color, if you will.
Okay. So that if you want to keep a pear looking, do the white. Chardonnay or like a Riesling, or does it matter?
It doesn't really matter. I tend to do more of a Chardonnay, and then I add a little bit of sugar to it. If you like Riesling, put Riesling in. Maybe cut back on the sugar a little bit so that it's not too sweet for you. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut the sides here. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is just thinly slice it so that we can fan it across our salad.
I think when people think fall, they think pumpkin, they think apple. Pears are wonderful. There's something different. I love them.
They really are underutilized. Everyone thinks apples, but pears really have a great flavor to them.
I agree.
And if you pick them when they're ripe, they really have a lot of sweetness to them, but they're not mealy. So they're
I really like them.
Good fruit. All right, so we're going to make the salad dressing now to go with this.
You bet.
This is my cinnamon balsamic dressing, which I love.
Nice. Yeah.
So you want a nice aged balsamic. Okay. And about a quarter of a cup or so, and then about 3/4 of a cup olive oil. Okay. That's generally my kind of ratio there of a quarter to 3/4. Okay. And then we've got 2 tablespoons of honey here.
To sweeten it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And the cinnamon.
And cinnamon. Cinnamon and balsamic's a really nice combination.
I wouldn't have thought of that.
And again, brings it into the fall. When we're talking about trying to get into some warm spices, things like that, can go a long way.
That's so easy. This is going to keep in your fridge for a week or longer.
It will. And the honey kind of thickens it up a little bit too, which is nice.
A little salt and pepper.
Yep. Which I think is a key thing to salad dressing, salt and pepper in there for sure.
Really nice. So you can get those pears poached. You can get this balsamic done in your fridge.
Yep.
Nice and easy.
And then when it comes time to doing the dinner party, I like to use like a Boston lettuce or a Bib lettuce, something a little bit more delicate, a little bit softer. But whatever you have on hand is fine. And then for the toppings, I like pecans and blue cheese. Again, we're in that fall. We want some kind of rich flavors. The dressing's nice and strong, so you want other flavors that are going to stand up to that.
Should we drizzle just a teeny bit of the dressing over it? Okay, and I love the pears and blue cheese go so lovely together. And you can buy some really nice candied walnuts. Lindsay does everything homemade, so and a little drizzle of that dressing will do you. I probably overdid it, but really pretty.
Oh, it's great. And then we're just going to, like I said, fan the pears just off to the side there.
gorgeous. Adding fruit and nuts and cheese to salads just makes them,
you know, it just makes it a little more interesting because, you know, you got to change it up sometimes.
Yeah. And you pay big bucks for a salad like this at a restaurant, you know, and make it at home. Save some dough.
Save some money. You know, the ingredients don't cost a whole lot.
No.
Sometimes I feel like, oh, to make something nice, it costs something. And, you know, pears are pretty cheap, you know, salad's good.
You only need a little bit of blue cheese.
Yep.
Oh,
and then a little bit of pecans, either regular toasted or you can buy some sugared ones.
That is lovely.
And then maybe even little cranberries on top if you need a little
burst of
more
color.
Yeah.
I love that. Recipe you can find on our website, this poached pear salad with that lovely cinnamon balsamic vinaigrette. If you're interested in getting a hold of Lindsay and having her cook a dinner party at your place, or actually even she now drops off individual meals for two for a date night, special date night, or we'll make any type of cake, pastry for you. How can people find you?
Runspoon.com is the best way to find us. All our information's on there. Also some information about our desserts, our catering, and the meals.
Wonderful. So, thanks. Always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, thank you.
You bet. We'll be back. Stay with us.